Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. A picture-perfect late Friday afternoon in Corvallis. These fans at Goss Stadium are ready for some NCAA Regional Baseball. And the matchup is the host team and the number 8 national seed, Oregon State Beavers, taking on the champions of the West Coast Conference, the Gales of St. Mary's. USC walloped TCU in our first game earlier today. The Trojans' first NCAA tournament win in 10 years, and they will face the winner of this game in the winner's bracket tomorrow. Great to have you with us on this Friday night, along with 1989 American League All-Star Greg Swindell. I'm Mark Neely. USC 13-1 over TCU. They were dominating.
Well, they were. Nobody expected the outcome of the score to be that much, but USC, give them credit, 14 hits, all singles, but 13 runs. And Caden Naoki, that story on the mound, 8 solid innings with no walks, and put USC in the winner's bracket.
So now we get to see the number 8 national seed, the host team, Oregon State, the Beavers, and Iva Arquette, their shortstop. Pretty good chance he may go in the first handful of picks in the upcoming MLB draft.
A very big talent. I mean that in a good way. 6'5" shortstop, Iva Arquette, excuse me, 2025 Golden Spike semifinalist. He's on the Dick Hauser finalist, the Brooks Wallace finalist. Hits the ball out of the ballpark. Bats second. I mean, this guy can do it all. And like you said, he is going to be a top 10 pick.
Well, for St. Mary's, the Gales, Eddie Madrigal is having an absolutely dominating season of his own.
He is batting leadoff for the Gales, the first team all West Coast Conference. Name sounds familiar around these parts. 21 home runs, 77 RBIs. 9th in the nation are those RBIs, with an OPS of over 1,100. He got moved to leadoff a few weeks ago, and that team really took off when he started leading off.
And that last name of Madrigal is certainly one that fans are familiar with here in this part of the country. His first cousin, Nick Madrigal, current New York Met, and played on the championship teams not long ago for Oregon State, is here, as are plenty of fan support in Corvallis. First pitch straight ahead. Well, we don't want to make this seem like a David versus Goliath, but when you take the postseason success, Oregon State 24 regional appearances, including the last 8 in a row, 15 of the last 16. For St. Mary's, just their second in school history, also win in 2016.
Yeah, quite the comparison right there. I mean, Oregon State obviously perennial the last 8 years. Gales looking for their first win ever in the postseason.
Weather is fantastic here in Corvallis tonight. St. Mary's and the number 8 national seed Oregon State getting ready for our second and final game of day 1 from here on the West Coast. And for St. Mary's, Ryan Pierce had a really big hit in that West Coast championship.
Man, cleared the bases with that 3-run triple in the championship game against San Diego. Second on the team in home runs, second on the team in RBI behind Eddie Madrigal.
There was some curiosity as to who the Beavers head coach Mitch Canham would start on the mound for game 1, and it turns out to be sophomore Eric Segura.
California, see his number 8-1 right there. 69 strikeouts, 29 walks. The 4-pitch mix leads the team with those 8 wins. Righties batting just 198 against Eric Segura, getting the call here for the Oregon State Beavers in game 1 of this region.
They're just about set to go on an outstanding night. Fans are hungry. The Beaver home games, this would just be the 20th home game of the year for a team that is now an independent. So we're ready to go as Eddie Madrigal leads off. The 10th historical meeting between these programs. And the first pitch on the way. First pitch swinging, and there's a Madrigal base hit. Will he go for 2? He's slowing down a bit around first. And will hold up as Tanner Griffith gets it back in, but I should say as Kenneth Reeder gets it back in. But a Madrigal has a base hit here at Goss Stadium.
Not a shocker, huh? First pitch from Segura going to right. They had a little shift on him. Thought for a second he might think 2, but Kenneth Reeder got to that ball in a hurry and got it in.
So the game leadoff hitter is aboard for Cody Kashimoto. Is he in a mood to sacrifice? He is indeed, and he takes down low. He has 21 sacrifice bunts on the season.
I believe that leads the country.
Yes.
In that category. And recently, since Madrigal's gone to that leadoff spot, he's been able to get a few more. That's one of the reasons they wanted Madrigal in the top spot. Get more at-bats, see more pitches, and with Kashimoto behind him, you're able to move him over pretty much with ease.
Kashimoto, native of Hawaii. Squares again late, gets the bunt down. Segura took a look at second base and might have had a play, but thought, you know what, let me take the sure out at first. So for Kashimoto, his nation leading 22nd sack bunt of the year.
Now you're at home. You don't want to risk throwing to second base right there and not getting the runner. Now you got 2 on. Just get the out here in the first inning.
Kashimoto does his job, and it sends up the 3-hole hitter. Hayden Torek is up. See all the stickers on the helmet, and there are a couple of different stickers, but the primary one we'll get to at some point tonight because it's a highly entertaining story. It kind of reminds me of the Ohio State Buckeye helmet, where if you make a big play, do something important, they put the sticker on the helmet. And we've given you just enough of a shot there. You probably are seeing a face on those stickers, and you're like, wait a minute, whose face is that? That looks familiar.
I was looking at it yesterday. I'm like, is that R2-D2? Is that an Oscar award?
It is not. It's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's face, which I'm sure Gales fans are very familiar with. Oregon State fans and the others around the country may not be, but we will get to that story. It's too good to rush, but you got to tease it. 3 batters into the game with Mike Tyson's face on batting helmets.
Hayden Turek is running out of Mike Tyson's face on his helmet.
There's not much space for the former heavyweight champ. And I guess we could say actor as well, even though I don't think they're making any more Hangover movies.
That was a great one, though.
Like 3 of them.
He did well in that movie.
Yeah. Madrigal at second. 1 out. Gale's trying to set the early tone. Fouled straight back to the screen.
Segura fastball average 93, 94, and like I said, tough on righties. Got 6 of them in the lineup tonight for the Gales.
2-2 pitch coming from Segura. Torek fouls another one off. St. Mary's had a 5-game gauntlet in the West Coast Conference tournament in Las Vegas. They had to beat USD, the San Diego Toreros, 9-8 in the decisive game. Torek had a 12-game hitting streak into that final game, but lost it. He actually had an offer, but the team won and put themselves in the NCAA tournament. He has 5 homers in his last 10 games and 10 total on the season.
Working the count here full.
Here is that 3-2 pitch. And what would have probably been ball 4 hit him on the elbow. And it will be an HBP and not a BB in the scorebook.
This is how you keep your strikeout to walk ratio.
You don't, if you don't want to walk him, you just.
I knew pitchers that would do that.
Really?
Yeah. Get a 3-0 and just not in a bad spot, just a backside or calf, thigh.
You never did that?
I did. I knew guys that did it.
All right.
I didn't need more base runners out there than normal.
Well, they're checking on that elbow. Brought the athletic trainer out, Kalen Watts. And quick look, and Torek says, let's go. This is the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I'm not coming out of this game. No way.
The runners at first and second with one out, coming on the sac bunt by Kashimoto. And the cleanup hitter is up. Baseman Ryan Pierce. He was late. And that 95-mile-per-hour fastball from Segura.
A little sidearm action from Segura. Dropped it down. Not easy to throw 95 from that arm angle.
We mentioned Pierce when we showed the lineup for the Gales, and good reason for that. Pierce 11 for his last 31, comes in with a 6-game hitting streak. He's also hit in 16 of his last 18 games into this Corvallis Regional. Hits it towards second, and it's just out of reach. A Singer. Here comes Madrigal around third. He will score, and it's the Gales who have scored first in the top of the first. Pierce's 54th run batted in.
A couple of well-placed singles from Madrigal, and now Pierce just muscles it out there. Got in off the barrel, jammed him a little bit. Played double play depth with Singer, not able to get to it. The Gales making some noise here in the first.
Second hit of the inning. Pierce's 54th RBI of the season. Ryan Duroff, designated hitter for the Gales. And like the previous batter, Pierce, he was late behind the 94 miles per hour, but we saw Pierce make an adjustment. What we see from Brian Duroff.
Your eyes get big. You see that fastball coming in and let her high. Tough to catch up with. That's a good adjustment right there, getting the fastball back down. For Segura, you want it down there. You're trying to get a double play here and get out of the inning. It was just one.
That did hit Duroff. Dead ball, says the plate umpire Kevin Elzy. So back to third base will go Torek. But a hit by pitch loads the bases.
Now when you throw from that angle, it is going to run in on you. Got him, got him off the helmet.
Did it get him off one of the Mike Tysons on the batting helmet?
No, saved Mike on that one. Mike can take a blow. I don't think it's going to hurt Mike.
Even these days. Storman comes out.
That was an 0-2 count right there, trying to come in, trying to get the ball in, but from that arm angle, it just has so much run on it.
Second hit by pitch of the inning in the first game today, which USC beat TCU 13-1. TCU pitching had all kinds of issues with walks and hit by pitches.
And I think another thing, I mean, the bunt plays, TCU just missed communication on a few of them. It really cost them, prolonged the innings, and USC took advantage of it.
Plate umpire comes out to try to speed things along. Well, ESPN, your home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals, and for around-the-clock multi-game coverage, you can scan the QR code that you see on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Squeeze Play up and running at full power today. Diego Castellanos, 1-1.
th pitch of the inning coming up here for Segura.
With a run in, one out, bases loaded, and now 2 balls, no strikes. This home crowd already starting to get a little bit restless. Now with no place to put him, it's 3-0. Things are going to start shuffling in the bullpen. It appears for Oregon State. Taken all the way. And a strike.
You got to get the ball over the plate. You got to try it again. Make him earn his way on. He's had a couple hits in the inning, but 2 hit batters have prolonged the inning.
And ball 4, walks in a run. You saw A.J. Hutchison, right-handed pitcher, running down at left field side to get to the bullpen. Torek comes in on the bases loaded walk, and it's been a 2-run top of the first so far for the West Coast Conference champs from Moraga.
Well, you've used your visit already. So Hutchinson, if he is warming up, needs to get ready in a hurry. Because next time they go out, he's going to have to be in the ball game this inning. And he is getting ready.
Now they're loaded for Jared Medham, and he fouls it back. Looking to jump on that first breaking ball.
Look
out, right into his own dugout. Over on the first base side. No balls, 2 strikes.
Again, 0-2 count right here. Wouldn't think he would try to come back in after hitting the batter already 0-2. Might try to go away here.
Does indeed, and up as well. Eric Segura only lost this season. Came on March 28th at Nebraska. Won his first 3 starts of the season against Xavier, Virginia, and Baylor. But now he's in a first inning pickle here.
He's struggling with himself out there right now. Had a visit. Coaches talked to you. Infielders have talked to you. It's up to you now to get the ball over the plate.
And he hit him to force in another run. And Hutchison hasn't had a whole lot of time to get loose in the bullpen for the Beavers.
He might not have a choice right here. Yeah, slow walk out there by Weber. And this is all for Hutchinson to get loose down in the bullpen.
So Pierce scores on the hit by pitch. So 3 hit by pitches and a bases loaded walk. And Segura was a 1/3 of an inning. It's an Oregon State team that is an independent, so they didn't play in a conference tournament last weekend. Now Hutchison's going to come in, and with the Oregon State pitching change, we'll take a timeout here in Corvallis.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
So Segura, third of an inning, 2 runs, 3 so far charged to him, with all 3 runners on base, still his responsibility. A.J. Hutchinson's going to get the early call. Segura was making just his 5th start of the season and his 15th overall appearance, but now it lands in the lap of A.J. Hutchinson.
I mean, their job, again, get the ball over the plate. You have 1 out in the inning. You're already down 3. You've walked 1 in. You've hit a batter that drove 1 in. It's been a really laborious first inning, and it's been a while. They've had to wait to play games, and now had to wait all day today. So, you know, after this start, a little frustration starting to set in.
Well, when you're a national seed like Oregon State and you're playing the 4 seed and you're regional, there's a calculated risk. You know, Oregon State, really their top 2 starters have been Ethan Kleinschmidt and Dax Whitney. And the decision was to hold on to them. And I understand the rationale, but at this point, it has allowed St. Mary's to get off to a quick start here tonight.
I mean, it makes sense, right? But obviously, Eric Segura didn't have what he wanted to in his 1/3 of an inning tonight. And they're hoping now that Hutchinson can get out of this with just 3. But the Gales have come in winning 9 of 10 and playing really good baseball.
South Armor has it fouled off.
Yeah, remember, they just played last weekend, and it was a hard-fought West Coast Conference tournament, and they had to win that to get here.
Strike 3 on the outside corner. And that sidearm delivery from Hutchison eats up the right-handed hitting freshman Ian Armstrong. 2 outs.
Let's see if it starts out and runs in. It started out and stayed out. Just generous call right there, but 2nd out of the inning.
Lefty comes up, Tanner Griffith. Well, now being an independent, Oregon State with their scheduling, they played 8 games against the West Coast Conference this season and won all 8. It's in the air and it's playable. Iva wants it. Arquette makes the catch. Hutchison comes in, does his job, and limits the damage to 3. But the Gales do score 3 in the top of the 1st.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Businesses are the backbone of our communities. And Bank of America is the best bank for small and medium-sized businesses. With over 3,700 dedicated business specialists across the nation, we're on your corner and in your corner. Because when businesses prosper, communities thrive. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/localbusiness.
UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Well, the St. Mary's Gales, the West Coast Conference champions, with the first blow in this game. Get 3 in the top of the 1st on only 2 hits. But here comes the number 8 national seed, Oregon State, for the bottom of the 1st inning. And here's your Beavers lineup for head coach Mitch Canham and The Renaissance man, Gavin Turley, batting in that 3 spot.
Yeah, 48 career homers, most in program history for Gavin Turley. Also a semifinalist on the Dick Howser Award. A couple of RBIs away from being the all-time RBI leader here at Oregon State as well. Pretty tough 2-3 punch right there in the Oregon State lineup.
St. Mary's goes with a senior, guy who's been around a couple of different schools, and now in his 3rd at St. Mary's, Dylan DeVecchio.
Yeah, the lefty. 3-pitch mix, sits around 88 to 91. See the numbers: 65 innings, 71 strikeouts, average a little over a strikeout an inning. Right now, got him 3 in the 1st, but got a pretty good hitting Oregon State lineup to contend with now.
Here come the Beavers in the bottom of the 1st. In front of this big crowd at Goff Stadium on Friday. Easton Talt leads off, lefty against lefty. First pitch strike from DelVecchio. Everett, Washington native. Well, he went to high school in the Phoenix area, Sunrise Mountain in Peoria, Arizona. He lays down a bunt, and nobody's going to get there. The second baseman Kashimoto was shifted towards the right field foul line on the outfield grass, and once he got past the pitcher, DelVecchio, no chance to get Talt.
He knows exactly what he's doing at the plate, does Easton Talt. Knows the lefty's going to fall off slightly towards third base. Pulled the bunt with him, a perfectly executed bunt by Talt right there. What Oregon State needs, a leadoff base run.
And a runner aboard for Iva Arquette. Hawaiian native in his first and most likely only season. A little slow roller. The catcher wants to take charge there, and Armstrong's throw is a little wide, but Madrigal there with the stretch. It does advance Talt down to second base. And a little mishit there from Arquette, and if you're St. Mary's, you'll say, we'll take that every time.
Yeah. When the Golden Spikes finalist is going to cue one out in front of home, you want to get the out. Look, DelVecchio and Armstrong jumping on that one. Ball has a lot of spin on it. Big swing by Arquette and just out in front, just cued it. But on the positive side, advanced the runner.
And also on the positive side for the Beavers is you got Gavin Turley batting behind Arquette. First pitch strike. Turley also looking to go in the MLB draft. Got selected by the Diamondbacks back in 2022. It was interesting when we were chatting with both Arquette and Turley, as well as a couple of their teammates yesterday, and neither Turley nor Arquette knew that the other was also drafted out of high school by the Diamondbacks, but they both were.
And it was interesting. You would think at some point the conversation would come up.
You would think, yeah. Were you drafted out of high school? Yes. By whom? Arizona Diamondbacks.
What?
Me too. But now here's Turley in his junior year. Licensed pilot. Plays piano. Little guitar. That's why I called him the Renaissance man. Definitely one of the team leaders. Ground ball towards third. That's gathered by Pierce, and his throw in time to get Turley, and it also keeps Talt over at second base. 2 outs.
Had Arquette out in front on a breaking ball. Same thing with Turley, reaching over that one, just rolling it over to third.
You know, it's a psychological thing, Zeke, but you wonder from a hitter standpoint, Arquette and Turley, if they're batting in the bottom of the first and there's no score, does their mentality, whether purposely or not, change when all of a sudden now you're batting the bottom of the first in the NCAA tournament. You're down 3-0 early.
I mean, it can. I mean, but they're professional hitters.
Yeah.
And it's the first inning. So, I mean, it's a lot of game to be played. Credit the lefty, Delvecchio, so far getting those two out. Especially with the leadoff hitter Talk getting on base.
And he's been making pitches, competitive pitches.
Well, that's exactly what you wanted for the Gales after putting up 3. Go out and throw strikes and get some outs.
The catcher Wilson Weber, senior from Gresham, Oregon, who's semifinalist for the Buster Posey Award. One of the top catchers around the nation. Boy, he paints the high inside edge. 91-mile-per-hour fastball.
His best fastball velocity-wise in a 3-0 count. That's not taken for granted that the hitter's taken right there.
Goes to a breaking ball and has that fouled away, and it goes from 3-0 to 3-2.
As a hitter, you have to look and say, well, he threw it 3-1. If you're throwing 3-1, the adage is you're not afraid to throw it 3-2. Is the hitter thinking that right here? You try to trick him, or you go right back to it?
Goes back to that fastball, and it's probably going to drift out of play, and it will indeed, back amongst the spectators.
93 on that fastball.
Got a little more juice going.
And catcher was set up in. Armstrong was set up in. Delvecchio didn't hit a spot, but got away with the foul ball.
Talt bunted his way on to begin the inning. He's at second with 2 outs. Dylan Delvecchio brings a 3-2 pitch to Wilson Weber and loses it. And went back to the fastball, but moved away and outside, and it's ball 4, and the first walk for Delvecchio, and it's 2 on, 2 out.
Well, extending the inning for Oregon State here.
And bringing the potential tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Second baseman A.J. Singer. Might have been looking for something hard, got something softer. Big strike 1.
Yeah, excellent pitch. It just walks a hitter, A.J. Singer being a good hitter. He's a Glendale, Arizona native. Starts him off. If you're going, might get a swing and miss, but threw it for a strike.
Stayed soft once again. The off-speed pitch. Singer spent a couple seasons at Iowa Western Junior College. Second-team JUCO All-American while there. His first year with the Beavers.
3 straight changeups. Delvecchio. You've slowed him down. Can you throw it by him? I'd stick with it.
Well, on the 4th pitch of the sequence, finally breaks out the fastball to him and has it chopped foul.
Again, wanting that one in, got it in, but it was up. Singer fouls it off. If you're going to come in, you need to get it in there. These Oregon State hitters, even though Singer with only 2 home runs on the year, you lay one out over the plate, you can hit it hard. Right now, you want getting the ball in the outfield and get a run in.
And went back soft again. Evens the count at 2-2. 20 pitches so far here in the first for Delvecchio. Almost hit the center field, but that's the deep part of the yard, and Tanner Griffith is right there. Delvecchio gets out of trouble. A bunt hit and a walk. OSU strands 2 and trail 3-0 after 1.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go. The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show. Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison.
I will be champion.
Well, it is obviously important to win the opening game if you hope to move on to the Supers. And 93% of regional winners that won the opening game did so that fashion, and 81% actually started 2-0.
It's very important. I mean, you have to have a lot of pitching depth if you lose that first game and you want to come back through the losers bracket in a regional type setting. So getting that first one, obviously 93% wanted to win.
Saw both head coaches there. Mitch Canham, of course, played here at Oregon State. Eric Valenzuela of St. Mary's back in Moraga for a second different stint as the head coach of the Gales. And has him in their second ever NCAA tournament. The first time they win in 2016. He was also the head coach then. Then left for 4 seasons at Long Beach State, 2020 through 2023. And then came back. We asked him about that return. He said, you know, that's fair. Past the third baseman down the left field side, and Madrigal going to try for 2. The tag out. A nice play out of the left fielder, Gavin Turley.
A really good play. I mean, this ball going the other way. Did Caraway playing off the line at third. And look how far Gavin Turley has to go. Sets himself up. Nice one hop. See if he got him before that hand got in. He did.
He did indeed.
Very nice play.
Well, easier play this time for Turley, who ranges over. Hashimoto going after the first pitch, flies out.
I thought the first at bat Madrigal might try to get the double, but stayed at first. This one, I mean, I don't blame you. That ball's hit down the left field line. You saw where Turley was playing. Just had to make a perfect throw and a perfect tag to get him.
With 2 outs, base is empty. Aiden Torek. Hutchison starts him with strike 1 on the outside corner. Aiden hit by pitch in the first inning. He came around to score 1 of the 3 runs, but this time he's in the hole 0-2.
A lot of times plays on defense can boost the momentum offensively. Hutchison can get out of this inning throwing 1 more pitch. We'll see if the momentum can shift right here.
Well, the #1 overall seed Vanderbilt trailed 3-0 today, heading to the bottom of the 7th versus Wright State. They scored 1 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, and 1 4-3.
Now, there being no hit through 6.
Yeah. We'll see how this game plays out. But St. Mary's with an early 3-0 lead. But Hutchison has come in and stabilized things on the mound for the Beavers and has a 7-pitch inning.
Will you marry me?
Is that Hidden Valley Ranch? This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome.
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Let's go. The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show. Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison.
I will be champion.
Well, the stories head coach Mitch Canham had after learning that they were no longer in the pack and then independent and all this they have done this season. How about that, though? About 23,500 miles traveled. By the way, planet Earth, the one that we're on right here, from the equator, if you go all the way around at the equator, it's just shy of 25,000 miles. So they basically...
They almost pulled a Magellan. Circumnavigated the Earth.
Wow, look at you pulling out your
23,000 miles.
Pulling out your Explorers. Wow. And I bounce back a Vasco da Gama right back at you. Nicely done with Magellan. First pitch strike to Cannon Reeder. Let's see if your very well articulated thought, which we've seen many times, where defensive plays can really turn things around offensively for a team. We'll see what happens here in the bottom of the second for the Beavers.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Dylan Delvecchio doesn't want any part of our theory, and it's no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, nice sink on that 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
11 for 26 during his 7-game hitting streak for Cannon Reeder. Wow. Delvecchio's masterful changing speeds and spots, and on 3 pitches picks up his first strikeout.
Masterful right there. It looks like that 2-seamer that's going to sink, but it's a little bit slower and had Reeder way out front.
First pitch strike to Trent Caraway. You know, I think I'm guessing along right with the hitters right now, trying to figure out if he's going hard, soft,
He's got you
in,
out
out.
front.
He does. Got me all out of whack. And then he says, well, here's something a little harder away.
He tried it last time, got it. Let's see if he goes back soft. He really hasn't doubled up too much, except last thing through the 3 changeups in a row.
Cut off by Pierce, the third baseman, and by a half step beats Caraway at the base. And 2 down in the Oregon State second.
See the ball moving away, and again another just rolled it over down to third. Pierce cuts off in front of Medham. Made it close down there at first.
Jacob Craig getting the start as the designated hitter for OSU. Jumping on the first pitch, and it's a high foul down the right field side, but not by much. And long run for Madrigal, the first baseman. The right fielder was coming over as well, Castellanos. And it dropped about 15 feet foul.
We've seen with the slight breeze, a lot of times that's going to float into the stands, but that one stayed in play. Foul territory.
Craig, who has a reputation for being a very patient hitter, jumping on the first pitch, and you see the breeze kind of blowing from left center towards the right field corner. In the first game today, we saw a couple of balls knocked down towards left center by the breeze that probably would have gone out. At least one of them.
One of them would have been over the lights. It was hit hard. Just a little too high.
All in 2 strikes on Craig. Thirty pitches to this point. St. Mary's lefty Dylan Delvecchio. Off speed, bounce towards the left side again, and Pierce collided with the shortstop, but still makes the play to end the inning. He and Medham, there was contact there, but Pierce kept his footing and throws out Craig, and they go in order.
Back to back ground balls, almost in the same spot. Well, Ryan Pierce playing deep. He's going to cut it right over in the front, knock the glove off, but get the out.
When we come back, we'll visit Beavers head coach Mitch Canham.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
We welcome you back to Corvallis in the regional. Number 8 national seed Oregon State and St. Mary's still early going. Let's visit with the Beavers head coach Mitch Canham. You know, it's always interesting when you're a national seed, you're hosting, who are you going to go with in game 1? Now, your decision was Segura, but it looks like Hutchison has really stabilized things in there. What'd you see, number 1, from Eric, and then now what AJ's done?
Yeah, just erratic. You know, being in 3 guys, walking another one, just didn't have his best stuff, obviously, right out the chute. And, you know, he stayed under 30 pitches. He's going to have to get his butt back in gear and come out and do some more work later on this weekend. But, you know, Hutch has been a guy, freshman year, 20-plus appearances, sophomore year, 20-plus appearances. Then now junior year in that same boat, just continues to take the ball in big moments. And it was great shutdown, giving us a chance to get back in it.
Oh, man, I could have made that play.
had the long layoff in between your last game and this game. I know sometimes it takes a couple innings to get into the groove of things, but you'd rather be sooner than later off Delvecchio. I know that.
Yeah, he has a good mix with his fastball change. He stays down with it, too, and that change takes quite a bit off of his fastball on it. And thus far, we've had a handful of balls hitting to left side, whereas our approach needs to be middle, opposite side of the field. But, you know, after one time through now, I expect us to make some solid adjustments. Obviously, that's expected, but, you know, he has a good mix, and we got to make an adjustment in the box, make an adjustment mentality-wise, and never fun when you give up a couple right off the chute, but we'll battle back.
That's deep right field, and on the track, that is caught by Tull. One more question for you, and that's this crowd. You know, I know there were challenges as you adjust to being an independent, but just speak to the fact of this crowd. It's Friday night. You're the #8 national seed, and really all you've worked towards to get to this point this year.
I'm just fired up for what these guys have done, and for Beaver Nation to continue to stay strong with us. Every time we go on the road, you know, they're showing out at the games as well, whether it's the start of the season down in Arizona or finishing up the season on the road as well, and then getting that Long Beach series here at home. You know, even this last weekend when we scrimmaged, there was a lot of people out here watching the guys go about their business. Nice job, get over there. Just the support of what everyone's given us, and also the diligence of these guys continuing to work, never complaining, going about their business and doing something that, you know, how many people have done what these guys have done with the minimal home games and the amount of travel that they've done, and to handle it with grace and dignity and continue to work their butts off. So I'm very proud of these guys, and you know, it's really showing out like how this is the man building business, and those guys sure are turning into men.
Yeah, it's an outstanding time to be at the ballpark here. We're happy to be here. We appreciate your candor and the insight so much. Thanks so much for the time, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Go Beavs.
Head Coach Mitch Canham. Yeah, there are certainly challenges when you are suddenly an independent. In fact, they're the first national seed that's an independent. You got to go back to Miami, back before the ACC days. That ball's hit towards left field, and that's a quick inning. Gavin Turley makes the catch to get Castellanos. That was a 6-pitch inning. I think Coach Canham is going to want us to be interviewing him a little more frequently during this weekend.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go. The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show, Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison.
I will be champion.
Caden Aoki was outstanding for 8 innings for USC, and they won their first NCAA tournament game in 10 years, 13-1 over the 2-seed TCU, and USC will face the winner of this game right here between Oregon State and St. Mary's tomorrow in the winner's bracket.
I think there's sometimes when a catcher says, I could sit in a rocking chair and catch this guy. That was Caden Aoki in the first game today. He was just moving it in and out, fastball, breaking ball, changeup was really good. 8 shutout innings and no walks for Aoki.
Well, whichever one of these teams faces USC in the winner's bracket tomorrow, I'm sure they won't say it publicly, but they'll be happy not to be facing Caden Aoki.
I don't even think he's sore. He had something on his arm in the 9th inning during that game, but sometimes you can be in such a groove and such a rhythm that, and your mechanics are so good that day. They throw over 100 pitches.
Though I know you're not suggesting he actually will pitch tomorrow. That's a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyce Peterson. What's the most pitches you ever threw in a Major League Baseball game? Approximately.
150.
150.
I know I threw 143 last start of the season. Finally got to throw over 100. Towards the end of my starting career. That's when you got to 100, they would go, well, you're at 100 pitches. I'm like, okay. And your point is?
Yeah, exactly. Those were those different times.
Another off-speed pitch here from Delvecchio. Right down on the turf. Tough to pick up right now. Not very good swings off of Delvecchio so far.
Lineup turns back over to the top to Easton Talt, who bunted his way on last time. He adjusted the defense a little bit. The second baseman Kashimoto isn't pulled as hard towards the right field foul line and not quite as deep, just barely onto the outfield grass. Because Talt obviously looked at that defense his first time up, Greg, and said, man, if I put this bunt where I want it, there's no way they're going to throw me out.
He placed it perfectly. Even if they had fielded it, he still would have been safe.
One ball, one strike. You can just tell by the body language, the swings, and even the non-swings where their bodies end up that Oregon State's just trying to get some kind of feel of the rhythm of Delvecchio, and it hasn't happened yet.
I mean, it's been, what, 10 days, 12 days since they played competitively against an opponent. And chasing 3 after 1, as you brought up, could be a little pressing a little bit at the plate, but just, I think Delvecchio is just making it to where they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's a point we hadn't brought up, and that's a good one, and that they've basically just been playing scrimmages against each other last week when other teams were playing in conference tournaments.
I mean, there's a huge difference.
So you can understand there might be some rust, and if there's any type of pitcher that can take advantage of that rust from an opponent, keep them off balance, it's somebody like the lefty Dylan Delvecchio.
A lot of reaching out for the baseball at the plate, rolling over, meaning right-handers, you've seen a few down to third. Just not many good swings. The hit was the bunt by Talt.
And the walk to Weber 3 batters later is the only other base runner allowed so far by Delvecchio. As Oregon State stranded 2 in the first. Delvecchio has set down 5 in a row, and with 1 out here in the third, a pretty good battle going with Talt, with Easton really just trying to make any kind of contact to stay alive right now with different stuff Delvecchio's bringing up there.
And you can see him do the hand motion of a changeup. Normally you don't see changeup with lefty to lefty because they float down and in, and that's the lefty's wheelhouse.
And then he goes to the gas. His gas at 92 at the knees. Gets Talt looking with all the off-speed stuff. I would assume, Zeke, that, I mean, that looked like it was 100 miles an hour.
I mean, it's 10 to 12 miles an hour off the fastball. And he hasn't thrown the off-speed really over the plate as far as the changeup goes. And he has them looking for that, and then there throws the fastball right by you. Talt thinking this pitch is low. Right at the knees. Kevin Elzy said yes.
That ball's blasted to left field, and it's going to drop in front of Torek. And Arquette, who hit one, cued one right off the end of the bat first time up, that barely went 30 feet up the line. He was ready that time and squared it up. Really the first decent hit ball we've seen from Oregon State.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have power, as Iva Arquette. The left fielder, Aiden Turek, is about 4 steps from the warning track. The only place to go for him was in, but it was hit so hard and had good sink to it, or hooking line drive. It dropped in front for the hit.
Now Turley gets off a pretty good swing, gets under it and hits it deep towards right center field. It is up and gone. Right at the bottom of the scoreboard. Turley 16th. And the power duo of Arquette and Turley quickly get Oregon State back into the game and make it 3-2.
With that home run from Turley, now tied the all-time RBI leader, Michael Conforto, with 179 in his career here at Oregon State. About a 2-out knock and a 2-out home run back-to-back here for the Beavers. not letting Delvecchio get to that changeup anymore, and jumped on the first pitch, both Turley and Arquette.
Weber trying to go after the first pitch, swings and misses. So obviously the message in the dugout, second time through the order. A little more aggressive in that first pitch swinging we've seen there from Arquette, Turley, and now Weber. Slice down the right field side and go foul.
The ball was hit well by Turley, but I think just a little bit of breeze just helped pushing that ball over the wall. Castellanos went up thinking he might get it. Right there, Mr. Turley knows he got it.
Yeah, off the bat, I thought maybe he got under it just a little too much, but he got enough of it on that barrel to hit it out. And as you said, that 2-run home run tying him for the school record in RBIs for Michael Conforto. Yeah. 2-2 count on Wilson Weber, who walked in his first plate appearance back in the first inning.
Another thing that 2-run homer does is kind of get the crowd into it. They haven't had much to cheer about just through 3 innings yet.
Weber held his ground as that ball came in, missed down and in. Big crowd tonight, in fact, record crowd here at Goss Stadium. Finally got a little something to cheer about. Got him lunging, swing and a miss, a strikeout. So 3 Ks in the inning for Delvecchio. But Arquette and Turley's 2-run home run have gotten him back in the game. When we come back, we'll visit with Gales head coach Erik Valenzuela.
Ooh, look at those pork chops with Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
3-2 St. Mary's leading top of the 4th. Let's chat with the Gales head coach Erik Valenzuela. Delvecchio, that first time through the order, just seemed to have everybody off balance. Did we obviously see a change in approach, first pitch swinging from Arquette and Turley, and how do you kind of respond from that?
Yeah, you got to make adjustments with them, right? They're a good team, good club, and so, you know, they make adjustments to how we're pitching them, and then we got to do the same thing. He's executing his pitches, and so it's on me to make sure that I have a good report and make adjustments with
And Coach, what does this mean for your program? This is the second time in school history. I know now that you're here, you want to win some ball games to take it to the next level.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, our guys are hungry and coming off a crazy week in Vegas. You know, we're riding that momentum right into this in this environment, and it's a great environment to be in, and it's only making our program better.
Hey, Coach V, year 2 back for you, second stint, but what's different from this team to get into the NCAA tournament compared to your first year back last year?
Well, I think, you know, that first team in 16 made, you know, all of the teams after believe that it could happen, right? And so I think now getting in, I think there's a different feeling here of coming in here hungry and wanting to win, right? And I mean, we're just a very tough group. I mean, you saw USC and TCU this morning, and then obviously the 8 national seed with Oregon State. So we got our hands full, but it's a lot of fun.
Great having you guys here. And by the way, I saw the press release. You guys are going to have lights at the stadium next year.
Absolutely. Baby steps. Baby steps. It's coming along. We got it.
Big deal. Happy for you. Thanks so much for the time, Coach V.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Head coach Erik Valenzuela. Yeah, they approved lights, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 days ago at St. Mary's outdoor stadium lights for baseball, softball, men's and women's soccer, and rugby. So they'll get to play night games, night baseball in Moraga for the first time ever.
First time ever.
Right now, the relief of Hutchison is causing a big issue for the St. Mary hitters as he gets Medham looking for the first down.
Medham letting him have a little earful there, going back at it. It tailed back, little fastball that came back over the outside corner. You see Medham takes a look at it and disagrees immediately. Good pitch by Hutchison. Looking to ride the momentum of the 2-run home run now. He's had some quick innings.
He has indeed. I mean, he comes in, inherits bases loaded with 1 out, down 3-0, strikes out Armstrong looking for the second out, gets Griffith on a pop out to get out of the inning. The only batter that's reached against him was Madrigal, who was thrown out, trying to go for a double, trying to stretch a base hit into a double. And he's in there throwing strikes as you saw the breakdown.
And just his 4th pitch out of the zone in 23 pitches. That's what you need when your starter only goes 1/3 of an inning. You got to have somebody to come in and give you some length. And so far,
that's a fair ball down the line and into foul territory. And Armstrong took a look, stopped, and now he takes off. Here comes the relay throw, and just getting in with a head-first slide is Ian Armstrong. Now, it's the first time we've seen today the ball going to that right field corner, which actually goes away from our view. But there's a lot going on in that right field corner we can get to.
Right down the first base line. Yeah, it's an open area down there. There's a batting cage underneath the stands, and it's just wide open with a couple cement pillars with padding. It goes into the corner. You can't see them once they get over there from our vantage point.
Well, you saw the first base umpire go down the line and give the safe sign, and I'm assuming he's giving that sign that the right fielder, Tald, who had gone in, stayed in play, because the only thing that separates play from out of play is the white chalk line that leads into the batting cage. So he must have been very close to that line.
Well, yeah, you saw Jeff Hendricks giving that safe sign, as you said. Now you can see it wide open down there.
And this is to Griffith away. A double for Armstrong, is 11th of the season. Griffith popped out to short in his first at bat. And rides inside. A.J. Hutchison has come in and changed things on the mound here for Oregon State after a rough start. Bouncing ball up the middle. That's cut off by Arquette and on to first. Get out number 2, but Armstrong able to advance over to third. Well, the NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites will continue for day 2 tomorrow here on ESPN Plus, as well as the ESPN app. For more information, you can visit ncaa.com. That is your home for all 90 NCAA championships. Now, top of the order, Eddie Madrigal. Was singled twice, thrown out trying to stretch the second single into a double, and first pitch swinging. It's a towering pop fly down the left field side. Arquette, wow, came a very long way and right near the stands where the abutment makes the catch to end the inning. Tremendous play in foul ground.
That'll bring them to their feet here at the Gossett. Yeah, crashing into the ball. That's a possible top 10 pick, giving it all out right there. Nice reactions from Hutchison.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. but that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually, kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
Big Friday night at Goss Stadium in Corvallis, along with former 17-year Major League Baseball pitcher Greg Swindell. I'm Mark Neely. Second ever tournament appearance for the Gales. Of course, Oregon State owns 3 national titles. Most recently, I think in 2018. This crowd, a big one tonight. In fact, a record crowd. 4,339. That is a Goss Stadium record. Standing room only. AJ Singer leading off for the Beavers. Out in front, waving a miss.
Not afraid to throw that changeup anytime, any count. That tells you something right there. You can throw it behind in the count. You got confidence in that pitch.
There's a strike to Singer. Fly to center first time up. 3 runs, 4 hits for St. Mary's. 2 runs, 3 hits. Oregon State, the number 8 national seed. This is the 10th meeting between these schools. It's a series that dates back to 1971. The last time they played prior to tonight was March of 2017, which was a 4-3 Oregon State win in Moraga against St. Mary's. OSU's won 5, St. Mary's has won 3, and they've tied 1.
Had to double up on the changeup, missing with both of them. AJ Singer can look for one pitch, one location right here. 3-2.
Drives it towards right center field. That ball tailing back towards the right fielder and is run down by Castellanos right near the edge of the warning track. You know what's weird is I looked at the scoreboard as that ball's in the air to check out the wind, and all of a sudden there's no wind at all. Flags are completely dormant.
And we need a little breeze. This is hot for the Northwest today.
It is. For people here, this is like midsummer weather. For you and I, where we live in the South and Midwest, it's kind of a spring day.
That's a nice cold front.
Yeah. Caden Reeder takes inside and down.
You can tell the ball carries very well here.
Yes.
St. Mary's College outfielders playing really deep. Anything over the infield softly is going to land in front of the outfielders. They're playing so deep.
Yeah, they do not have the dimensions listed on the outfield walls like you find at most places, but it's 330 down each line, 365 in the alleys, and 400 to straightaway center. So it's pretty much a symmetrical park. Reeder a strikeout victim his first time. Shoots one foul, and now it's 1-2. But a good look. You see the bleachers. They're filled up tonight in left field, right center, and right. That's how you get a record crowd. Bring in an extra set of bleachers. People have been hungry for some home baseball here. They haven't had enough of it this 2025 season. Strike 3 call. Low outside corner from Del Vecchio. 2 outs.
Hitters getting a little frustrated. Kevin Elsie's been consistent. Calling the low pitch, giving a little bit off the plate. Take a look and see where this one is. Hit the mitt, and he has been hitting the mitt the entire game. Kevin Elsie likes it and brings him up.
That's it, foul past third. Every plate umpire's zone is going to have intricacies, little change. They're all different. They're human beings.
Right.
Clint Fagan, who was the plate umpire in the first game today for USC and TCU, had a much tighter zone than what we're seeing from Kevin Elsie here in this game.
Unless you have scouting reports on hitters and fielders, you have umpire scouting reports as well.
I could reframe that the other way, saying that Elsie's strike zone is just looser than the earlier one we saw from Fagan. But they've both been consistent with it.
As long as you stay consistent,
yep.
Coaches, head managers, pitchers, they're going to be okay with it. But once the 6th or 7th inning comes around, all of a sudden that zone tightens up.
Yeah.
How it wasn't the first 6. Now we got a problem. Spoken like a true ex-pitcher right there.
Yeah, I'm sure you. Did you get thrown out of many games in the big leagues?
I didn't. I tried a couple times, but it didn't work.
Didn't happen. Wow. It's too bad.
I threw some good words out there too. It still didn't work.
Never got Joe West to pull the trigger, huh?
That's the one guy I didn't talk to. You couldn't even look at Joe West. Love Rocky Rowe as the umpire. He was a pitcher's umpire.
2-ball, 2-strike count on Caraway. Got this. 3 defenders on the left side, and that bounces towards that direction, but foul. So 3 shifted over to the left side.
We already hit 2 foul past third. I need to move a little closer to that line.
Hey, Mary scored 3 in the top of the first. Oregon State got 2 back in the bottom of the third on a 2-run home run. Gavin Turley. It was a 2-2 to Caraway. Off speed, strike 3, outside corner. Backdoor breaking ball at 80 miles per hour and 6 Ks for DeVecchio.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Well, I mentioned earlier that the helmet stickers have the face of Mike Tyson on the batting helmet for the St. Mary Gales. You saw the T-shirt there that they wore at their workout yesterday. The T-shirt has Mike Tyson as well, so we had to ask Coach Valenzuela as well as a number of the players about these stickers and the Mike Tyson, and they said, look, yeah, Coach, we mentioned Mike Tyson. He's a very bad man, so to speak, back in the day, and tough and mean, and that's what we want to be like. And whenever there's a great play, you know, it's like the Ohio State Buckeye helmet stickers. You know, we hand those out, so you're going to see a different number of those on the different batting helmets from the individual players. So Cody Kashimoto leading off here. Has quite a few on his batting helmet as well. I had to ask the players, I said, now honestly, do you know anything about Mike Tyson besides him appearing in the Hangover movies? And they, oh yeah, we learned more about him.
I said, yeah, had to. Not have to, but
he was a bad man until he lost that one fight to, it was Buster Douglas, the one that kind of shocked us all, that we thought the man was invincible.
First loss.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
so
they like Tyson's work ethic, you know, the grit, determination. And Coach Valenzuela's got a history in competitive boxing.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good connection to make as well. I mean, Coach Valenzuela, besides baseball, has an interest in other sports as well, and that with boxing and Mike Tyson, that's become a part of the Gales team.
Here's one for you. Oregon State pitchers in this game. Eric Segura in 1/3 inning had 28 pitches. Right now, Aiden Hutchinson in 3 2/3, 34 pitches. The difference between throwing not in the zone and getting the ball around the plate.
And you can tell by the crowd reaction, they thought he had another strikeout right there. Instead, it's a full count. Kashimoto leading off the St. Mary's 5th inning. Ooh, another close one. Maybe a little bit outside, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk, first one handed out by Hutchison. USC, a big winner over TCU earlier, 13-1. Trojans await the winner of this game in the winner's bracket. TCU awaits the loser in the first elimination game. And also tomorrow. Check on Kashimoto, who does lead the team in stolen bases with 15. He's been caught 5 times. Oh, there's another throw from A.J. Hutchison. Pitch inside, throw down to second, one hopper, tag, put down, and got him. Kashimoto looking back towards the St. Mary's first base dugout. Let's see if St. Mary's wants to challenge this. Indeed, they will.
This play is under review.
So you got 2 challenges.
You see a quick tag by Arquette. And it looks like the hand was a little above the bag. It was over the bag, but I don't think it had touched second base. You had a quick tag right here after scooping it.
That's the best angle we've seen so far. Is that enough to overturn the call of out?
I don't know if there's enough there from that one.
I don't either. This is the angles. We go back to this. Where is the tag initially? And it's kind of hard to tell. Does it touch the left arm?
See, it's on, and then the hand comes off, but I believe the thumb stayed on the base. We're 1 for 1 so far. I think this one's going to stay, or I mean, be overturned.
Oh, you think it'll be overturned to safe?
I think safe.
Okay. When you combine the primary 2 looks we've just shown you, I would agree with you that I think he did get the hand in, but I'm not convinced that it's enough. Is it conclusive to overturn it? And I just have a shadow of a doubt, which according to the letter of the law would be enough to just uphold the call.
Well, one of us will be 1-1 and one of us will be 2-0.
I kind of hedged my bet in that I told you that I think he actually did get in.
I have you time. You have time to change.
No, I'm gonna go with they're gonna
keep it as out.
They're gonna uphold it. We'll see what Pittsburgh comes up with. The Pittsburgh Command Center for the replay reviews. Again, they make the decision. Just relay it to the umpires and then relay it to all of us.
I'm taking a long look at this one.
I think for the very reasons that we just outlined. You get 2 challenges. Why not if you're Coach Valenzuela here? You're trying to find a little more offensive momentum. Yeah, that freeze frame right there, is that enough? Will we blow it up?
Did he go over his foot?
Okay.
Not even touch the bag.
Now with that right there, I'm in your camp. I think there's enough to overturn it. With that look slowed down to that degree, I think is conclusive.
In the meantime, a couple of Hawaiians having a little conversation out there.
After review, the runner's safe at second base. St. Mary's has 2 challenges remaining.
I flipped at the end. You heard me.
You flipped at the end?
I did. You weren't paying attention.
The clock was out.
Oh, man. You're going to hold that. All right. I said the last look that we showed with the freeze frame.
We might need to go to replay on your call.
Yeah, I'll win that. That is conclusive. Well, it's a big call that has changed for St. Mary's. We're trying to find some offensive momentum they haven't had since the first inning, and that's grounded and almost looked like it was about to eat up Singer, but he gets the out at first base. It does advance Hashimoto over to third with 1 out.
I think it did eat up Singer. He's happy to stay in his glove.
Yeah.
Almost scooted right underneath him. Kind of got shielded by the second base umpire on that one. Oregon State.
So it is a productive out for Torek, advancing Hashimoto to third for Ryan Pierce.
Infield going to come in for Oregon State here with 1 out.
Nice breaking ball. Infield in, wanting to cut off the run at the plate. Pierce knocked in a run in the first and flied out to right in the 6th. St. Mary's would take either one of those outcomes right here because the fly ball deep enough to right would be able to chase in Hashimoto. Pierce's lone at bat against Hutchinson in this game was the fly ball to right in the 3rd. And fouls it back, and now it's 0-2. Pierce has spent a little time at Fresno State. Some at Los Medanos College. And Hutchinson comes back with a strikeout in a key spot for OSU to get out number 2.
Hutchinson with a little chuckle right there. Might have been a little higher than normal. They wanted it in as well, but got the results. Oregon State wanted right there. Got the swing and miss, a big out with the runner on third.
Infield backs up to normal depth with 2 outs. DH stands in, Brian Duroff. He goes up after 1 and likewise comes up empty.
They're still jumping around that mound. He's not hitting the spot, but he's getting away with it right now. Offensive timeout for the Gales.
And I think after the way Pierce's at bat ended and Duroff's has begun, that Gales coaching said, you know, let's take one right here. Talk about this. It's a big spot. It's a big run at third base for St. Mary's here, middle stages of the game.
Well, Oregon State played in with 1 out. That tells you they don't want to give up too many more.
Hashimoto's at third now with 2 outs. 1 count on Brian Duroff. One balls, 2 strikes.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually, kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go. The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show. Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison.
I will be champion.
Hey, check out our game track. St. Mary's 3 in the top of the first. Segura just a third of an inning in the start for the Beavers, but A.J. Hutchinson has come in, and it's been a totally different game. Turley's 2-run homer in the bottom of the third for OSU got him on the board, so it's a 1-run game as the Beavers come up in the home half.
I can't take credit for this. Ops got Mark Mento he needs to change his name from Dylan to Dealin. Dylan Delvecchio.
He has been dealing. There's only been 2 pitches that he would probably like to take back, and those were
two pretty good hitters.
To the 2 top hitters for Oregon State. Arquette 1 out single to left in the third, followed by Turley's 2-run home run to the scoreboard in right center. So Jacob Craig's up, 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Beavers. Which is going to make it really interesting for Delvecchio, assuming he's still in the game, and I think he will be when Arquette and Turley come back up next time around the order, how he and the Gales adjust to that matchup.
He has you looking for the off speed and has just enough to tie you up in with the fastball.
Greg fouls it back, keeps it up there at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So another fastball that time. Turley's 2-run homer. Big hit for OSU, and it's tied him, Michael Conforto, for the school record career RBIs. Check, appeal, yes, says the first base umpire Jeff Hendricks. That is a strikeout, and that's 3 in a row for Delvecchio going back to last inning.
7th of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely went around.
There's Tice Peterson, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. Starts in with first pitch fastball. Three runs, 4 hits for St. Mary's, 2 runs, 3 hits for Oregon State. Peterson takes that one low edge. Delvecchio continues to spot that fastball. Lays down the bunt. They're going to let it roll, and about 2/3 of the way up the line it goes foul. I like the idea, but just couldn't keep it fair on that artificial turf.
You look back, Pierce has been playing almost on the green turf down there at third on occasions. He's going to play back and give it to you. Take it. Ball just bunted a little firm, rolled foul.
2 strikes now, so Pierce staying deep, not quite on the edge of that green line, the artificial turf. 75 pitches on the nose, and got a 2-to-1 ratio strikes to balls right on the nose. Well, pulls that string there and makes it 4 consecutive strikeouts, now number 8 tonight.
4 in a row.
Yeah. There's your bracket. USC 13-1 earlier today over TCU. They're in the winner's bracket. They'll face the winner of this game tomorrow. Loser of this game faces TCU in our first elimination game from Corvallis. Back to the top of the order for Oregon State, Easton Talt. Easton going after the first pitch. It's a towering fly ball to shallow left center field, and enough time for Tanner Griffith to get under it, retire the side. 7 in a row set down by Delvecchio since Turley's 2-run homer.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
A.J. Hutchinson entered this ballgame not as the starter, as a reliever in the first inning with 1 out. 3 runs would come across in that first inning, but A.J. Hutchinson not giving up much since he's been in the game. 4 2/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and just 44 pitches for the right-hander. You saw the emotion last inning coming off the mound, leaving that runner on third with 1 out. Really doing a yeoman's job out there right now. After your starter leaves the game after 1/3 of an inning.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of fantastic for the Beavers. And he's facing the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in front of this record crowd of 4,339 at Goss Stadium on a gorgeous Friday night here in the Pacific Northwest. Diego Castellanos walked with the bases loaded in the first inning. Brought in the 3rd run of that first. Fly to left last time and waves and a miss. Castellanos all West Coast Conference honorable mention this year. Yeah. 13 for his last 28 with the 0 for 1 so far tonight. Leading off the top of the 6th inning. Castellanos able to battle back to get it to a full count. Oh, kept riding right in on the hands. Castellanos, he was able to foul it off.
Well, the sidearm submarine type angle that Hutchinson throws from. You started to swing already, and now they just keep chasing you and you're hoping to foul it off.
It's a bouncy ball out to Arquette. Iva's throw close with the getting down the line, Castellanos, but he's out for round number 1. Well, the NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continuing tomorrow here on ESPN Plus, as well as the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Standing room only at Goss Stadium. Oregon State hosting the regional. 13th time for them to host a regional. Jared Medham, shortstop, into right field. Cut off in the corner by Tull. Gonna hold him to a 1-out single. Just the 3rd hit allowed in this relief appearance for Hutchinson.
Almost the way you have to approach Hutchinson. Look out over the plate, try to hit it the other way. That ball a little elevated, but kept his head right on the ball. Striking out, looking, and not being happy with his last at bat. Laces one to right there.
It's bringing up Ian Armstrong, who doubled to right last time up. Palmer's up in the bullpen for Oregon State. You got over 50 pitches here for Hutchinson, and that's going to bring out Mitch Canham.
Career high now for Hutchinson in pitches. Previous was.
Yeah, that's not Mitch. That's Rich Dorman, pitching coach.
Previous high for Hutchinson was 52. 53 in this game. A little pat on the back right there. Still having a conversation. And they will go to the bullpen.
Now, Leigh Palmer's going to come out of the bullpen. And I tell you what, Hutchinson's going to get, I'm sure, quite an ovation from this record crowd when he exits the mound. Take a 1-minute timeout. Palmer comes on.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Well, let's get you caught up on this very entertaining matchup between the 1 seed and the 4 seed. A 3-run first for St. Mary's. Brian Pierce, RBI base hit got their first run, they would have had 2 more on a bases loaded walk and hit by pitch. And Oregon State getting back into it in the 3rd after an Arquette base hit. Turley homers off the scoreboard in right center field. 16th of the year, ties him with Michael Conforto for the school record career RBIs. But really, the biggest story, if you're going to rank him for OSU, is A.J. Hutchinson, career high 53 pitches, and he completely kept him in this game.
Hey, Mark, you're in the dugout. It's the first inning. You're not expecting to pitch, and all of a sudden you're down there getting loose, and you're in the ball game throwing 5 innings after your starter goes just a third. Leif Palmer in the game now, 2-0, 135 ERA. Batter's just hitting 162 with runners on against Palmer this year. It's 14 hits and 26 and 2/3 inning.
Runner goes, a bouncer to third, played in fair ground by Caraway. The throw is going to go to first. Get the out, and Metam, who was off with the pitch, stands at second with 2 outs. Palmer's first pitch put in play. He gets the second out of the inning. The 9th spot in the order is up for the Gales and Tanner Griffith. He jumps on the first pitch, a fly ball to left towards the line, right near the line at fair ground, caught by Turley to retire the side. Well, speaking of Turley, he and Arquette 1-2 when we come back.
Will you marry me?
Is that Hidden Valley Ranch? This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Well, Oregon State, it's been the top of the order that's done what damage they've done off Del Vecchio tonight. 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up here. Arquette, who singled ahead of a Turley home run 3 innings ago. Lead off the bottom of the 6th with Beavers trailing by a run.
Well, 1, 2, 3 got the hits, RBIs and runs. The rest of the team 0 for 11 with 7 strikeouts. A lot of that's because of the man on the mound right now, Dylan Del Vecchio. Dylan is his name.
Yeah,
I've renamed him.
So what you so far. First pitch strike the crowd didn't like. Del Vecchio has 8 strikeouts, just 1 off tying a career high, which he's done twice in his career. Arquette swinging there at the 0-1, and it was down, but ball he hit the left last inning was down, but not quite that down. And the hole here 0-2. Goes back to the fastball, and it's grounded out to second base and Kashimoto. So he gets Arquette, and the 3 at bats for Arquette now, Zeke. You look, he hit that little cue off the end of the bat in the first inning. Goes up there aggressive in the 3rd. with a strong base hit to left. And what did Delvecchio do for the third matchup there?
They're going right back at him. I mean, keeping the ball away from him, not keeping it in the strike zone. You saw what happened when you get it in the strike zone. Stayed soft with him. Big home run there. They want to get extended, but if it's too far out like that one, and he had to protect with 2 strikes on him.
Here's Turley. 2-run homer in the third. He takes strike 1 on a fastball. He thought was out of the zone. His home run last time up is 16th of the season. 59 knocked in on the season. Crowd doesn't like strike 2 call.
Armstrong doing a good job back there, bringing it back up. Both pitches looked like they could be low, but doing a good job of catching them, and as they do a lot these days, framing it.
Oh, whoa. Whirly bird with the bat. He strikes out, and the bat goes good 125 feet down the left field side.
We got a exit velocity on that. I mean, that's one of the furthest I've seen.
Yeah, it's hard to see a bat go farther than that one did right there.
I mean, this thing goes flying. You just sit there and watch it, see how far it goes.
That's the whirly bird right there, man. It's well, the base is 90 feet away, and it went way past the base. So just eyeballing it.
I think you were pretty close, maybe even more.
Yeah, I think I probably was conservative with that guess. And here's Weber with 2 outs, bases empty. Well, fair to say that one's going to be dropped into right field. Weber a base hit, so Delvecchio this time, as the throw comes back behind him from right fielder Castellanos. Delvecchio won the battle this time with Arquette and Turley, but Weber extends the inning with his first hit.
We heard Coach Kenham talk about the approach. You got to change your approach. You can't try to pull. Even though he's making really good pitches inside, you don't have to swing at those till you have to with 2 strikes. That was a good approach right there from Weber, taking Delvecchio the other way.
Here's A.J. Singer. Foul tip. Well, you could hear it through our crowd mic that sounded like it either got Armstrong or plate umpire Elsie, and the way the plate umpire reacted, it was like he was checking to make sure the catcher was okay. Oh yeah, he took that off the right arm.
The chest took a little off of it, off the chest and off the arm.
(3-2) St. Mary's leading, bottom of the 6th. St. Mary's trying to do something they've never done in their school history, and that's win an NCAA tournament game. First time they win in 2016. They lost to Coastal Carolina, which was the eventual champion that year, and lost to Navy in 13 innings. And they make a 3 spot in the first, hold up. Singer's flight out twice, once to center and once to right. Down a lunge in there. The strikeout ends the inning. 10 pitches in the inning for Delvecchio, all of them strikes, and he has had 10 strikeouts tonight, a career high.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Well, the last first-round game of the NCAA tournament for St. Mary's, they were taking on Coastal Carolina. This was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's Corbin Burns. Connor Owings, 2-run base hit for Coastal Carolina. Coastal will go on to win the national title that year. Just the second loss of the season for Corbin Burns, who, of course, signed a big contract, well over $200 million for the Diamondbacks last MLB offseason. Well, St. Mary's trying to win in the NCAA tournament for the first time. Coach Valenzuela's squad in the tournament for just a second time, 2016, and now here in 2025. That's hit foul by Madrigal. Top of the order up here for the Gales.
A rare pitch taken by Madrigal. First pitch anyway. Was hacking his first 3 at-bats, first pitch.
Yeah. Looking to set a new school record. Hits in a season, 2 tonight, single in the first and scored, singled in the second and was thrown out trying to stretch that into a double. It's 87 and 88 on the year for him. Madrigal is the only player on the Gales roster that has started all 60 games this year for St. Mary's. Dave Palmer's 3-1 pitch to Madrigal. And that is inside ball 4. So Madrigal on base for a 3rd time. We got the 1 seed against the 4 seed here. And you see the 4 seeds. You talk about trying to overcome big hurdles. Only 2% have won regionals. 3 total in history have made it to the Men's College World Series. Fresno won it in 08, Stony Brook in ORU.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm telling you.
A slim one, but there's a chance.
But there's a chance. Back to first base with a head-first slide goes Madrigal.
Pitch from Palmer. A lot of times when you do bunt through a pitch, the runner will take a little extra hop. So aggressively trying to get Madrigal down there at first.
Lays the bunt down and it goes foul halfway up the line. That first pitch, Zeke, almost seemed like it was by design, because you know they know that Kashimoto is going to try to bunt, and if you buzz his tower up and in, and that's going to give the catcher Weber a chance to try to pick off the runner at first.
Well, a lot of times that's what, when you know the guy's going to bunt, not just buzz the tower, but I'll just throw it up, because it's hard to bunt a ball on the ground that's up in the zone.
And as you say, I think they're pitching up on purpose here. Kashimoto being patient there. He gets ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's obviously got a good eye and obviously knows how to get the ball on the ground. I would let him get the out right here. You're taking a chance on walking.
That one outside, and it's indeed the case now at 3 balls and a strike. Going to check on Madrigal. Big 3-1 pitch. Gets the bunt down. Only play for Palmer's at first. Another sacrifice for Cody Kashimoto, his second of the game. That's now 23 on the year, and continues to lead the nation in that category.
A lot of people think giving up an out when you're sacrificing a bunt. You're giving yourself a couple of chances to drive him in from second instead of maybe a couple of chances from first. And the Gales have, since Madrigal's gone to the top of the order, have done a good job of getting him over and getting him in.
Rourke fouls off the first pitch. Hayden hit by pitch and scored in the first. Since then, struck out and grounded out. St. Mary's 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. This is hit to right center and hit deep, and it's going to be run down on the track. And playing halfway was Madrigal. And they had to go back to second base. Cannon Reeder on the track and right center gets the second out.
Ball slicing away from him, playing a little bit to the pull side. Right there, Madrigal could tell if he can still get back to the base and tag up. Even if he drops it, you're going to score. It stays at second base. Very good play by the center fielder, Cannon Reeder.
And here's Pierce. Wave and a miss. I guess from a base running standpoint for Madrigal here, Zeke, I mean, that's a big run out at second base for St. Mary's. He played it halfway, hoping that ball is going to drop in and he's going to score. He could have played that more conservatively and tagged up and gone to third, but you just still have the tying run at third and still 2 outs, and you're going to need something else to happen at that point to get him home.
Wild pitch.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways to score from third. Base hit to the outfield basically has to score you from second.
Now Palmer trying to make it a moot point as he's jumped ahead of Pierce here. No balls, 2 strikes.
Pierce has St. Mary's only hit with a runner in scoring position today.
Good competitive pitch from Palmer is down and away, and it's 1-2. He's off another, a fastball away. Hit the gun at 94 miles per hour. 0-2 to 2-2. The Gales' third baseman. Fouled off a pretty good fastball near that outside corner. 3 in the first for St. Mary's, 2 in the third for Oregon State. The 1 seed and the 4 seed here in Corvallis tonight. Picked up in a good one in front of a record crowd. Give Pierce credit. He's now battled back to take it from 0-2 to 3-2. Ball 4 to Ryan Pierce. Battles back to get the walk. Second walk of the inning issued by Leif Palmer. He's going to put the bat in the hands of the DH, Brian Duroff. 2 on and 2 outs. For 2 officially with a hit by pitch for Duroff. Palmer back to throwing a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Duroff left field. Turley going back. It's over his head and over the fence. Brian Duroff, the DH for the Gales, his 9th of the season. And St. Mary's, the Gales, have taken a 6-2 lead.
A little quiet here at Goss. That ball hit on the line. Was it going to get out? Was it high enough? Wow. Leadoff walk, a 2-out walk, and a 3-run home run right there. Extends the lead to 4 now for St. Mary's.
Wow, a monster hit for St. Mary's. And it did get quiet with the exception of the crowd behind the dugout for St. Mary's that are here from Moraga.
Well, he went down and got it. He barreled it up, definitely. It was just a matter of, was it high enough to get out of here? They was going to score a run, at least one, with 2 outs. So Turley going back right in the first row of the bleachers out there.
Oregon State's going to make a pitching change. What a blow for the Gales, looking for their first ever NCAA tournament win. OSU makes a pitching change here in Corvallis.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Well, USC is awaiting the winner of this game in the winner's bracket. First game tomorrow, the elimination game. TCU going to take on the loser of this game. Right now, after that 3-run home run by Gales DH Brian Duroff, it is 6-2. St. Mary's leading. Top of the 7th. So still quite a bit of baseball to play here. But no question that this score right now, as it circulates around the nation, is drawing some attention. And the 4th pitcher of the game for the Beavers is junior Kellen Oaks.
Kellen Oaks, 16th appearance for the right-hander. We saw Hutchison come in and calm things down. Right now, you're chasing 4. You need to get outs. Hopefully your offense can figure out Del Vecchio. But wow, it did. It shocked the record crowd here.
Well, the pitching change. Diego Castellanos is up after that huge home run. Duroff is 9th of the year, and I can't comprehend that there's one bigger that he's hit in his career. 0 for 2 with a walk back in the first inning, which was a bases loaded walk. Six runs, 6 hits for St. Mary's, 2 runs, 4 hits for Oregon State. And we mentioned, we showed the highlight from 2016, Corbin Burns, who pitched in that game for St. Mary's. And Tony Gonsolin has been a part of this program. Definitely some big league guys have come out of St. Mary's. We thought they had strike 3 there.
See everybody take a couple steps to the right in the field. Wilson Weber thought he had it too.
This time they can walk off the field. That is strike 3 to retire the side. But Zeke, what a blast here for the Gales.
Brian Duroff sends it into the left field bleachers. 4-run lead for the Gales.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion!
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. As we come out of 7th inning stretch time at Goss Stadium in Corvallis. Record crowd, and most of them right now in very concerned mode after the 3-run home run in the top of this inning. Brian Duroff has made it 6-2. St. Mary's, the 4 seed, leading the 1 seed. 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up. OSU leading off is Cannon Reeder.
We got to figure out Dylan Vecchio first. Get base runners. Bottom of this order has not done anything. 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 without a hit.
And they're trying to find some way to get on. Shortens up. It takes ball 2. Beavers 12 comeback wins this season. Largest deficit overcome, 4. That's right where they're at right now. Vecchio continues to hit his spots. Spotted the fastball there at 90 on that low outside edge. Hit sharply to third. Snagged by Pierce. Out by a half step is Reeder for the first out.
Third base. Pierce playing even with the base, and that ball gets to him in a hurry. Stayed down too. Almost skimmed right by him, but gets the glove on it, makes a strong throw.
One down for third baseman Trent Carraway. Out in front, Carraway on the changeup.
The biggest bat of that last inning for the Gales was that Ryan Pierce was down 0-2, ended up walking right before the Duroff 3-run homer.
Yeah, no question. Easy to overlook that, but he gets down 0-2 and strikes out. He never gets a shot, and this ball's a shot, and it's going to fly way out of here to left field. Carraway, his 7th of the year, is a solo blast, and it's 6-3. That ball was undressed. Almost 114-mile-per-hour exit velo.
400 feet. Almost hit the buildings over there. That ball went a long way off the bat of Caraway. Second home run today for Oregon State. Another one creeping back into that lead, just a 3-run lead.
Yeah, as you alluded to, all 3 of the runs have come via the long balls. Turley had a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Now Caraway solo blast. Jacob Craig, hard ground ball, backhand attempt at 3rd, and Pierce unable to field it cleanly. It would have been a tough play. We'll see how they score it, and Craig is on. It's the Caraway home run. He knew he got all of that
one. He wanted to watch it for a second. I would have too. When I gave them up like that, I watched them from the mound just to see how far they went. True story. I gave up a lot, 256, maybe more. But that right there was way out of here. Looked like an off speed that maybe cut back over the plate. Change up. Usually those go that distance right there.
And they get back-to-back hits against Del Vecchio. Did score that a base hit, so each side now was 6 hits. 6 runs, 6 hits for St. Mary's. 3 runs, 6 hits for OSU.
All 3 balls hit in this inning have been squared up. Home run and both balls to 3rd.
Well, ESPN, the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals, and for around-the-clock multi-game coverage. You can scan the QR code there on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers gain access to expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Scan now.
I think the bottom of this Beaver lineup taking offense to my comments that they haven't done anything. Well, now
yeah, they have.
In this inning.
Bottom of the order has come alive here, 3rd time through the order for Oregon State. USC 13-1 over TCU earlier. They're in the winners bracket awaiting the winner of this game. TCU awaits the loser tomorrow in the first game. 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Peterson chops it right side. Florida was right. Kashimoto juggle throw. Out. Kashimoto had to hurry it to first, and they barely nipped Peterson. Let's see if they're going to challenge this or not.
You can see on the bobble that a little bit of panic set in. He's wanting to
Oregon State
still wants to look at second base, but just
challenge the out call first base.
With it.
This play's under review.
Made it close over there to first.
Yeah, no reason not to challenge this here if you're Oregon State. Wow, great look from our crew, and he came up short of the base. So this call is going to be upheld.
And it goes back to the basics of base running. Don't take it for granted that he's going to make a good throw or not bobble it. I mean, even if Oregon State wouldn't challenge this, and they could have challenged it the other way because he didn't touch the base.
Yeah. Even if his toes had been an extra couple inches, I think the throw was going to just barely beat him anyway, but it's a moot point when he came up just a little short with this last stride. At least it looked like he came up short.
Well, he definitely came up short.
Yeah, with that, the previous view that we had really gave you, that was a really excellent work by our crew when you follow the ball out of Kashimoto's hand into the glove of Madrigal.
Ball's in
there's daylight there.
Looks like eventually he just drug his foot across the base a little bit. Ball definitely beat the foot.
But from the other angle, you definitely see daylight between the foot and the base and the safety base. There's a different look for you. All in the back of the mitt as that right foot comes down, which when you connect all the different angles, we're assuming that right foot is short of the base.
I say it stands.
Should be upheld. That's what you're saying. Yep. I'll go with you. Yep.
After review, the out call is confirmed. Oregon has one challenge remaining.
Certainly understand why Oregon State would challenge there at this point of the game. So you have Craig down at second, but they're going to run for him now. Alice Macias is going to run at second base for Craig. They get better wheels out at second with 2 outs. Well, back to the top of the order now for the Beavers and Easton Talt. Haven't seen one like that from Delvecchio tonight, and Macias advances 90 feet over to third base.
I think either way, you get out of this inning by getting Talt, or they're not going to let him face who's lurking on deck, Iva Arquette. Giving me 97 pitches now into the 7th inning.
It's a 2-run game, and that's going to bounce into the corner. Talt headed for second, and he's going to try for 3. And in with a head-first slide. He stays on the base, and a triple for Talt. His 3rd 3-base hit, and OSU's going to get the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now head down. He doesn't even look. Right there's his last look. He knows he's going the entire way. Good relay, good tag. Just the speed of Easton Talt.
There certainly is a bit of a risk there with 2 outs, and you have Arquette coming up. Take that chance at third base, because it's not like it was a sure thing. And that. It's going to be all for Delvecchio. What a performance, though, from him as he departs with his team in front. So a pitching change for the Gales.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
This Friday, the John Wick franchise keeps fighting. Rated R.
I've been warned by celebrities, athletes, and world leaders, but I've always felt most comfortable up here with the folks that made me who I am. I'm right at home, out here on the land, because this is where I come from. I've been showing up here for nearly 200 years, and I can't wait to see what's next.
That's off to the future.
John Deere plans to invest nearly $20 billion in America over the next 10 years.
Well, the number 8 national seed Oregon State fell behind 3-0 after an inning. A Turley homer in the 3rd made it 3-2, but St. Mary's a big blast in the top of the 7th inning. 3-run home run from Brian Duroff. Vecchio has come out after 6 2/3 innings. Put up a home run to Caraway in this inning, and now an RBI triple from Talt. A tying run coming to the plate. The new pitcher in the game for St. Mary's, senior right-hander Daniel Guevara Castro.
21st appearance for the side armor. See him drop down a little bit. Tough on righties. Got a couple tough righties coming to the plate for Oregon State. Iva Arquette will be the first one he faces. Now with 1 on, 2 outs here in the 7th. 2 already in for Oregon State, trying to get something going here late in the ball game. They were chasing for one of the largest deficits they've overcome all season.
And the guys they wanted to play coming up here, 2 outs. Iva Arquette steps in for the Beavers. 1 for 3 with a single in the third. Castro comes in, throwing strike 1.
First pitch in, not wanting Arquette to get extended. Imagine from that angle, has a pretty good little slider too, going away from the right-handers.
It's out of play. 0-2. Big point in this game. The tying run at the plate. Daniel Guevara Castro comes out of the Gales bullpen and on 3 pitches strikes out Iva Arquette to win the inning. Beavers get 2. It's a 2-run game.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as Softball's Elite compete for their ticket to the Championship Series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Well, this matchup, certainly 2 programs that have been familiar with one another periodically through the years, but this kind of matchup, 1 seed versus a 4 seed in a regional, and a St. Mary's University that's never won an NCAA tournament game, kind of sniffing it here. We're up 6-2, now 6-4 going to the 8th. Coach Valenzuela's team, we're in the NCAA tournament for just a second time, and Mitch Canham and these Beaver fans, it's a record crowd. They've kind of been through the ringer tonight.
Yeah, they definitely, the Gales have, Oregon State has obviously got the attention now of the Gales. They understand, hey, they're not going to back away. 3 in the first, 3 in the 7th. Had the 4-run lead, but Oregon State cut back into that.
Well, for the Gales, bottom 3 up. Jared Medham has been on base twice, hit by pitch in the first, singled last time up. 1-2. Daniel Guevara Castro coming in and striking out Arquette on 3 pitches.
It was impressive, considering the way things were going in the inning. 2 already in, runner on 3rd.
A strikeout of Medham for Oaks, who has fanned both hitters that he has faced since coming in the game.
The catcher, number 38, Ian Armstrong.
Yeah, a little different angle, sidearm angle, slider. A little different look from the right side. Ed Hutchinson dropping a little bit further down. This one, a little taller pitcher, doesn't have to drop down as much. Still getting good movement both ways.
Big chop right into the glove of Carraway. 2 outs. Kellen Oaks, 10 pitches. He's gotten 3 outs on those 10 pitches, including the first 2 here in the top of the 8th.
Kind of amazing what throwing strikes and letting your defense play behind you can do.
Base is empty for the center fielder, Tanner Griffith. Beavers now out hitting St. Mary's 7-6, but Gales have the 2-run lead. Ball's in the air to right field. Got under it just a bit. They go down in order. 3, 4, 5 coming up. Turley's going to lead off when we come back after just a 7-pitch inning from Oaks.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Let's go! From Rob Dwalashvili, The Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Well, OSU was down 6-4. They started their rally off the starter Del Vecchio. The big blast from Carraway cut it by a run, and Craig with a base hit. Talt sent one to the right field corner, wound up with 3 bases there, driving in pinch runner Macias, and it's a 2-run game. So OSU comes up in the bottom of the 8th. Gavin Turley to lead off for the Beavers.
You can see even in that 7th inning, Reeder hit the ball firmly down to third. Pierce made a good play.
Little jam shot, a couple of hops to second base, and Kashimoto throws him out. So far, Daniel Guevara Castro has come in throwing 4 pitches to the 2 best hitters on the roster and gotten both out.
And we're in the 8th inning right now, barring a rally from Oregon State. You might not have to see him again in this game.
Pitch strike to Wilson Weber. Weber 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Hit hard but foul. Look out down there.
First guy there in the orange shirt, I think, took that one off the calf. Not showing it though.
Guevara Castro 0-2, got him lunging. And that's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Getting ahead, keeping the ball in the zone, and just floating one just out of the zone right there. And a lot of that chasing off speed, off the plate.
Bart Castro pitching for the first time in a while. The 23rd against Loyola Marymount got the win in a high-scoring game, 3 2/3 innings. He's got the first 3 hitters he's faced. In relief at Del Vecchio. Seager's flat out twice and struck out once, 0 for 3. That was the first pitch out of the strike zone thrown by Guevara Castro.
Called for a ball.
Called for a ball. Yes. He's got him to chase.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now he's ahead in the count 1-2 on Singer.
See if he tries to come back in. I know that slider is good away, but something we saw Del Vecchio do is pitch inside really well, and so far Castro has 2.
Very good competitive pitch that tailed down and away. It's 2-2.
Excellent location.
Two outs, bases empty. Rocket off the screen. Big crowd a bit anxious. St. Mary's trying to spoil the party here in Corvallis tonight. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Top of the order coming up for the Gales. We're headed to the 9th. Gales up by 2.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you want.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Well, it's been an uphill battle for the number 8 national seed Oregon State from the get-go. St. Mary's 3 in the first. Knocked out the starter Segura after a third of an inning. It was 3-2 into the 7th. Both teams scoring, but it's a 2-run lead going to the 9th. There's each team's record after 8 when leading for the Gales, when trailing for the Beavers.
I feel really good right now if you're St. Mary's.
First pitch hit on the ground, 3 hops off the bat of Madrigal, and a key out there for Oaks.
With that record, when winning, and Oregon State looking for their first comeback, trailing after 8 innings, 0-11.
St. Mary's looking for their first ever win in the NCAA tournament. went 0-2 back in 2016 in the Raleigh Regional, losing to Coastal Carolina, who was the eventual national champion that year, and then to Navy in extra innings. Cody Kashimoto sends it towards center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. His first of the game. He had a couple sack bunts tonight. That's hit number 7 for St. Mary's, and evens up the hits at 7 aside. First hit off Oaks, who had retired first 5 St. Mary's hitters he faced.
St. Mary's would like to do an insurance run or two right here in the 9th.
Torek 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch, scored once in the first inning.
Neat part of the lineup now, 3, 4, 5. Get down to 5 hole. Brian Durrell hit the 3-run homer in the 7th inning.
1-0. And Aiden Torek. Seed USC beat the 2 seed TCU 13-1 earlier here in Corvallis. That's a towering pop fly into shallow center field. Reeder coming in calls off Arquette to make the catch. 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 18, Ryan Pierce.
So the 3 and 4 seed, you got the 4 seed here flirting with beating the 1 seed here tonight. 24 times in the last 25 seasons. Back to the screen. You know, that scenario's happened a lot more than I anticipated.
When you think about it, you're like, well, it kind of looks like a lot, but there's 16 regionals every year, so you break it down that way, there's not that many. But I wouldn't have thought there was that many.
Me neither.
And St. Mary's looking to add on to that.
Yeah, trying to add to that list with the 3 seed USC who won earlier. Pierce. So if you break out percentage-wise, and only 6% of the opportunities have the 3 and 4 seed both won. So it's still rare. 6% of the time it happens. It's belted foul. Now you look ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning. 6, 7, and 8 part of the order will be due up. Oregon State, Reeder, Caraway. Got Macias now in the DH spot after he pinch ran for Craig. We'll do up 3rd. Of course, Caraway, who's due up 2nd at the bottom of the 9th, hit a home run his last time up. Balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner goes, pitch inside, throw to second base, the tag, he's out. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Hashimoto caught stealing. That sets the stage. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Oregon State when we come back.
Very nice throw from Wilson Weber. Ball's inside, quick release, and a quick tag to end the inning.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
Take a peek at that line score. 6-4, the 4 seed St. Mary's hitting the 1 seed. Oregon State comes up in the bottom of the 9th. St. Mary's College looking for their first ever win in the NCAA tournament and just their second appearance ever in the tournament. Daniel Guevara Castro pitched the last 2 1/3 innings scoreless. Back on the mound. This is his first appearance for Guevara Castro since May 23rd against Loyola Marymount. Here he is trying to pitch the Gales into the winner's bracket in Corvallis. Reeder leading off, takes a strike. Inning and a third is Guevara Castro's scoreless relief appearance to this point.
Like I was saying, they're telling the outfield there's no doubles. But they've been playing deep. I don't think he can get over their head right now. I'd worry about more of a blue double coming in.
0-2 pitch to Reeder. Guevara Castro has retired all 5 batters he's faced for OSU and struck out 4 of them, and now 3 in a row.
And that slider in there is keeping it down and keeping it off the plate. A lot of reaching for baseballs from the Oregon State team.
And now St. Mary's will face Caraway with the bases empty. Caraway blasted a home run to left center field his last time up. If he does it again, he can only make it a 1-run game and not tie it.
14 strikeouts for St. Mary's pitching in this game.
Caraway gets ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Caraway, another one on the roster for Oregon State. Looks to go in the upcoming Major League Baseball draft. Taking a strike. USC awaits the winner in the winner's bracket. TCU awaits the loser in an elimination game tomorrow. Guevara Castro has come back from 2-0 to make it 2-2. Wow, what a 2-2 pitch. And just missed the inside corner.
He stayed in enough. And if you swing and hit it, you're going to yank it foul. In a great location.
3-2 just missed outside, ball full. And Caraway walks, and that's going to get the potential tying run to the plate in Macias, who will bat for the first time tonight as he came in as a pinch runner for Craig back in the 7th. And Craig's the DH, and Macias has stayed in as the DH.
.92 at bats, just a .152 average for Macias, but has hit 2 out of the park.
And he represents the tying run. There's pitch strike. Parker, Colorado native, now in his junior year. He's the Colorado Gatorade High School Player of the Year as a senior. Close pitch just off the outside corner. Down the left field side, slicing foul out of play. Record crowd of 4,339 here at Goss Stadium. On pins and needles. St. Mary's trying to win an NCAA tournament game for the first time ever.
Breeze starting to go a little bit out to center right now.
We've seen the wind blow from about every direction possible in this game.
We have. Trees are starting to move out there and left.
2-2 on Macias. Strike 3. Outside corner from Guevara Castro. And Oregon State is down to their final out.
Tried the backdoor breaking ball. Again, excellent location. You see Armstrong back there just sticking it right where he threw it.
Oregon State's going to go to the bench. Going to bring out pinch hitter Bryce Hubbard. Hubbard off the bench.
Just his 18th at bat of the season.
Swinging at the first pitch, pulls it foul. Four seed trying to knock off the 1 seed in Corvallis tonight. And face USC tomorrow in the winners bracket. Competitive pitch from Guevara Castro, but off the plate, it's 1-1. Gales out away. The first ever possible NCAA tournament win, and now 1 strike away. Going to have to throw to first, and for the first time in school history, the St. Mary Gales have won an NCAA tournament game, and they are in the winners bracket in Corvallis against USC.
We showed the numbers here in the game. David versus Goliath. Only their second appearance without a win. Well, now they can put that in the column, first in NCAA program history for the Gales. I mean, again, USC with a really well-pitched ball game this afternoon and tonight. St. Mary's College, 16 strikeouts. Ties the season high. They had 16 against Virginia, but way back in February, but not under these circumstances.
Wow. Now, DeVecchio was great, but Guevara Castro closes it out. He strikes out 5 in 2 1/3 innings. Let's take a look at tonight's Capital One rewarding performance. And it came in the 7th inning. Brian Duroff with a couple runners on goes deep for a 3-run blast for the Gales.
After a really good at bat from Ryan Pierce, went from 0-2 to walking. That happened. A 3-run home run by Brian Duroff separated this ball game, eventually giving them a 4-run lead. They would hold on and get their first victory ever in the NCAA postseason history for the Gales.
So there's your bracket, and yes, the 3 seed and the 4 seed are playing in the winner's bracket tomorrow in the second game at around 9 Eastern time, 6 Pacific. And it's Oregon State and TCU. The top 2 seeds will play the first elimination game here in Corvallis at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern tomorrow.
That's why this game is so great.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have said that or thought that when this started. But for the 25th time in 25 years, a 3 and a 4 seed will advance to the winner's game.
So a bit of a historic night at Corvallis at the expense of the host team at number 8 national seed. Oregon State, TCU, the first game tomorrow, followed by the winner's bracket, USC and St. Mary's. What a first day in Corvallis. For Greg Swindell, our tremendous crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us. The Gales winning the NCAA tournament for the first time ever.